Good morning, friends. This week we're going to read about Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And I have another one of these, a different one, similar to the ones that we've done that are kind of plays at the end. But I haven't found that book. It'll take me a day or two. Anyway, the name of this book is called Goldilocks and the Three Bears. We see the title page, right? The title's up at the top. It's retold and illustrated by James Marshall. And the reason that it's retold is because Goldilocks and the Three Bears is kind of like it is a fairy tale. And so we don't really know who the original author is. It's been told for so many years that people just get a chance to retell it. Once there was a little girl called Goldilocks. "What a sweet child," said someone new in town. "That's what you think," said a neighbor. One morning, Goldilocks' mother sent her to buy muffins in the next village. "You must promise not to take the shortcut through the forest," she said. "I've heard that bears live there." "I promise," said Goldilocks, "but to tell the truth, Goldilocks was one of those naughty little girls who do exactly as they please." What does it mean to be naughty? Naughty means you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? So here, little Miss Goldilocks decided she was going to do what she wanted to do, not what her mama told her to do. She wasn't following directions. And there she is. There's the shortcut with signs that say danger, very risky, not a good idea. Turn back, go the other way. She's going right on through, taking the shortcut. Meanwhile, in a clearing, deeper inside the forest, in a charming house all their own, a family of brown bears was sitting down to breakfast. "Patooey!" cried big old Papa Bear. "This porridge is scalding." What does scalding mean? It's too hot, right? "I burn my tongue." "I'm dying," cried Baby Bear. "Now really," said Mama Bear, who was medium-sized, "that's quite enough." "I know," said Papa Bear. "Why don't we go for a spin while the porridge is cooling?" "Excellent," said Mama Bear. So they got on their rusty old bicycle and off they went. Tra-la! So they're going to go on a bike ride while their porridge is cooling. And porridge is kind of like oatmeal. A few minutes later, Goldilocks arrived at the bear's house. She walked right in without even bothering to knock. Naughty. On the dining room table were 3 inviting bowls of porridge. "I don't mind if I do," said Goldilocks, helping herself to the biggest bowl. But the porridge in the biggest bowl was much too hot. "Patooey!" cried Goldilocks, and she spat it out. She spit it out. Ugh. Next, she tasted the porridge in the medium-sized bowl, but that porridge was much too cold. Then Goldilocks tasted the porridge in the little bowl, and it was just right. neither too hot nor too cold. In fact, she liked it so much that she gobbled it all up. Feeling full and satisfied, Goldilocks thought it would be a great idea to have a look around. Right away, she noticed a lot of coarse brown fur everywhere. They must have kitties, she said. In the parlor, there were 3 chairs. I don't mind if I do, she said, climbing into the biggest one. But the biggest chair was much too hard, and she just couldn't get comfortable. Next, she sat in the medium-sized chair, but that chair was much too soft, and she thought she might never get out of it. Then Goldilocks sat in the little chair, and that was just right. Neither too hard nor too soft. In fact, she liked it so much that she rocked and rocked until the chair fell completely to pieces. Now, all that rocking left Goldilocks quite tuckered out. I could take a little snooze, she said, so she went to look for a comfy place to nap. Upstairs were 3 beds. I don't mind if I do, said Goldilocks, and she got into the biggest one. But the head of the biggest bed was much too high. Next, she tried the medium-sized bed, but the head of the bed was much too low. You see the head of the bed and how low it is? Then Goldilocks tried the little bed, and it was just right. Soon she was all nice and cozy and sound asleep. She did not hear the bears come home. The 3 bears were mighty hungry, but when they went in for their breakfast, they couldn't believe their eyes. Someone has been in my porridge, said Papa Bear. Somebody has been in my porridge, said Mama Bear. Somebody has been in my porridge, said Baby Bear, and eaten it all up. In the parlor, that's kind of like a living room, the 3 bears were in for another little surprise. Somebody has been sitting in my chair, said Papa Bear. Somebody has been sitting in my chair, said Mama Bear. Somebody has been sitting in my chair, said Baby Bear, and broken it to smithereens. That means broken it all to pieces. The 3 bears went upstairs on tiptoe, not knowing what they would discover. At first, everything seemed fine. But then Papa Bear lay down on his big brass bed. Someone has been lying in my bed, he cried, and he was not amused. He did not think it was funny. Egids, cried Mama Bear, and I have to say, I don't even know what that means. That would be a word that Miss Dennis has to go look up because I don't know what egids mean. Somebody has been lying in my bed. Look, cried Baby Bear, somebody has been lying in my bed, and she's still there. Now see here, roared Papa Bear. Goldilocks woke up with a start, and her eyes nearly popped out of her head. But before the bears could demand a proper explanation, Goldilocks was out of bed, out of the window, and on her way home. Who was that little girl? Asked Baby Bear. I have no idea, said Mama Bear, but I hope we never see her again. And they never did. All right, guys. I'm going to have you draw and write about your favorite part of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, okay? We'll chat later. Have a great day. Thanks.